Here's everything that you need to know about Chel Divisional. Summarized, the Chel Divisional is an NHL 24 online versus tournament for both Europeans as well as North Americans, and it is played on the PlayStation 5. I will have timestamps in the description of this video, so let's say you want to skip to the part where I talk about the format of the tournament, you can do that. But guess what? This tournament is organized by me, basically. I do have to give a huge shout out to the guys over at sportsgamer.gg for helping me make this happen. And even if this tournament in particular isn't for you, check out what Sportsgamer does. They have everything from 6S leagues, casual tournaments, 1v1 leagues, everything, they have it. I will touch on Sportsgamer just a bit more at the end of this video, but for now, what is this tournament all about? This tournament is meant to be accessible to as many people as possible. Unfortunately, EA doesn't let us play cross-console peer-to-peer games, so pretty much doing a global tournament and a cross-play tournament at the same time is completely off limits. So the decision is to include North America instead of Xbox, which, as a mainly Xbox player myself, kinda hurts. But the majority of top-end players, especially here in Europe, play on the PS5. This is a money tournament, so to enter you must be 18 years old. The entrance fee is 30 euros, out of which 10 euros will be returned to the players once they've completed all their games. So pretty much that 10 euros is just an incentive for players to actually finish their games. There will be 48 spots in the tournament, and the prize pool will actually be split across the top 10 finishers in the tournament. So making it to the top 10 already guarantees you will at least get your money back. The format of the tournament was made to be as exciting as possible. The main point was to have as many meaningful games as possible. So first of all, the players are split into 4 divisions, the same ones as in real life in the NHL. Within this division, each player will face every other player 2 times during the regular season, 1 game home and 1 game away. The players are only allowed to use the teams from their division. So for example, the players in the Central Division, I imagine, will be wanting to play using the Colorado Avalanche, but to ensure every game isn't Colorado against Colorado, we actually don't allow the away team to choose the same team as the home team. The regular season will also be played with the 3-point system instead of the regular 2-point system in the NHL. This is just to incentivize players to play aggressively at the end of games to try and win during the regulation instead of going to OT. From each division, 8 players will make it through from the regular season to the playoff. And now you might be asking,
but Sapoli, after I've ensured my spot in the top 8, the games become meaningless, right?
The playoff spot isn't everything that we're playing for during the regular season. So before the playoffs start, there will be a team draft. In the order of placement, the players will choose their team for the rest of the tournament. The players in the Central Division are picking from the Central Division teams, for example. With the team draft, every single spot in the standings is that much more valuable. Playoffs will be played as a double elimination bracket, but here's the catch. Only the top 4 finishers per each division will make it to the winners bracket. Players that finished between 5th and 8th will be directly placed in the losers bracket, so they will not get another chance if they lose a series in the playoffs. Every series in the double elimination bracket will be played as a best of 3. The brackets will only be played until there are 2 left in the winners and the losers bracket. The 4 players that remain will be placed in a direct semi-final, which will be played best of 5, just like 3rd place and the final match. That pretty much sums up the format of the tournament. Check out the full rulebook as well as the sign-in form. Those will both be linked in the description of the video. Of course, I will also myself be playing in this tournament, so if that interests you, subbing here on YouTube as well as following on Twitch may or may not be a good idea. Results may vary. And again, I really have to thank the guys at sportsgamer. If you don't know sportsgamer, it is the main tournament organizer for NHL esports based in Europe. They have hosted a bunch of tournaments for North Americans as well, so it's definitely a place I would keep my eyes on, no matter if you were NA, EU, 6S player, 1v1 player, whatever. I will leave the link to sportsgamer's site as well as their social medias in the description as well. So go ahead, sign up there, it is free, and keep an eye out for upcoming tournaments.